I'm going to go out on a limb, and I might ruffle some feathers, and some people's panties might get twisted from what I'm about to say. But in the human movement sphere, let's say, there's a thing called functional movement patterns, or patterns that are functional, and if you don't move this way, your potential of moving as a human and quality of life will be limited. Well, maybe it's these patterns that are the issue or the problem, in that the patterns lock us into some identity. So imagine if someone said, or maybe you yourself identify as being, I'm successful, I'm smart, or I'm dumb, or I'm ugly, or in my case, I'm a physical therapist, and to be able to have to live within that spectrum of whatever is defined by those identities. And anything else outwards, you would be feeling conflicted because that's not what you identify with. So if I was identified as a physical therapist, but I wanted to be a ballerina, or I wanted to be an artist or something, I would be conflicted. So maybe if we focus so much on this is the way you need to move, this is the way you need to squat, this is the way you need to twist and pull and dance or whatever, choreography, when it comes to exercise, maybe that's what's creating a lot of issues in cases, in extreme cases of what I call chronic pain. And maybe we wouldn't have such a society that tries to pacify themselves with such things as, I don't know, all these marijuana or these weed CBD dispensaries. People don't know how to relax. Maybe it's because we're so stressed out that we don't know who we are anymore. So what I'm saying is maybe the pattern is the symptom. Now, sure, you need to squat, you need to move a certain way when you play sports or perform, you need to learn technique, but you are not that technique. That's all I'm saying. And all these people that think you don't move functionally, you're not a good mover, well, maybe they're the problem, maybe they're the issue. Like, that's a what do you call a group? That's a cult. Maybe it's the cult, and that's the problem. So since I deal a lot with people with chronic pain, I understand that a lot of times we limit ourselves and we distract ourselves, that we can no longer see all the answers before us of who we actually are. So don't be so tight-butt to how you exercise or how you're supposed to move. Imagine not being in any pattern, but you can choose any pattern that you want to, but you're not limited by there, and you're free to explore possibly an infinite amount of ways to move. So try not to limit yourself, and then respect others' opinions as far as what they're trying to teach you as far as movement, but understand when you're a kid and you're playing, you didn't really give a shit.